Salutations comrades, did you know that Drake writes the vast majority of his music on his BlackBerry? He said that his thumbs were made for touching BlackBerry keys and has even referenced losing his BlackBerry on his breakthrough mixtape So Far Gone. That was your first 3 facts as I, Mr. Reese, take you through 10 interesting facts about Drizzy Jumpman Drake. Intro card. Fact number 1, Drake has had a long-term obsession with exotic residential pools. Legend has it that back when Drake was unsigned, he would regularly look at photos of extravagant water features on Google and save the most beautiful one as his desktop photo. Several years later, when Drake was worth several million, he found the house that contained that exact same pool and snagged it for a bargain at $7.7 million. It was going for 20 originally. Just to put that into perspective, that's about 8,158,227 Snicker bars. The average house is worth about $500,000 Snicker bars. That property has since been named the Yellow Estate and contains a cinema, a library, tennis courts, a rooftop view, and of course a crazy pool with torches at the side that spit fire like a Drake, really. Fact number 2, the girl at the start of Marvin's Room, Erica Lee, sued Drake for allegedly using her voice without paying due credits. You know the one I'm talking about. It's the girl that goes, line of water. Drake, you drank right now? So the story goes that Drake and Erica were involved romantically for a little bit and even had a mild business relationship where they shared poems and song lyrics. They later started working on Marvin's Room where Erica accepted a vocalist credit as Siren Lyric Muse. When the song had its sound recording copyright registered that following July, Erica made a claim saying that my work and voice have been used on this song. Things then got ugly with Drake giving her some not very nice phone calls, offering her 5% in publishing royalties and 50 grand to just piss off. But of course she didn't accept that and filed a lawsuit saying that she wanted to be named co-writer of the song. The lawsuit was later settled for an undisclosed amount. Now I know what you're thinking, she didn't even say that much and what she did say was pretty mumbled. But what complicates things is that 1, there was no pre-song agreement saying what people are entitled to as there usually is with these songs, and 2, Drake sent her text messages saying that she basically made the song and that the song would be shit without her. Plus you can kind of argue that the clip sets the tone for the song and the song kind of revolves around that clip. Still co-writer though? You didn't even turn up to the party. You're not gonna come. Fact number 3, Drake rapped multiple times on Degrassi, the Nickelodeon show he starred in before his rap career. You guys remember when Drake was on Degrassi, right? He played Jimmy, you know, that guy that got shot by the other guy that looks like Dwight from The Office, and then for some reason 17 billion police officers show up just to take down the one guy and the fire brigade's there because, you know, they ain't doing much. And then a few episodes later he comes back but he's paralyzed from the waist down because, you know, even though the bullet hit him in the side, it actually hit him in the spine, you know, the side spine. But even though he's paralyzed from the waist down, he still manages to irk out an awkward boner. Yeah, that guy. He rapped on the show and the later examples are actually decent. You know, for a Nickelodeon show. But of course we're not going to focus on the times when he was good. Let's look at the first time when he was bad.
A homie is a player, and that is all. So why'd you have to go and kick his ball and chain? Ain't that your name? Cause you a player hater, and that's a shame. And chicks like you ain't worth too much. So shut up, girl, and make my lunch. Yeah!
Yeah, sexism! Fact number 4, a Drake fan once tattooed Drake's name across her forehead. Drake was not impressed. Just every time I see this, it just makes me worried that someone thought this was a good idea. So this girl tattoos Drake across her forehead in capitals, not even lowercase. And when Drake saw it, he was kind of like, oh, you know what? I really want to understand what was going through your head because you know what? It's a bit surreal, you know? I don't know, like I want to like understand what's going through your head. But he was pissed at the tattoo artist Kevin Campbell, saying that he should lose his job and never do tattoos again. Kevin then did an interview with Vice where he revealed that he did try to reason with the girl, but she was really excited about it and even had the shitty font picked out on her phone. Although her attitude did change when the tattoo was there and actually on her forehead. In the interview, he also called Drake the softest motherfucker in hip hop, which prompted Drake to give him a visit in person. Yeah. Well, Drake was there. He sent his bodyguard into the shop to like, you know, shake things up, but you know, Drake was there. He was outside the shop. He was there. Seriously though, every time I look at the tattoo, it just makes me think people are dumb. Fact number 5, Drake's Hotline Bling dance moves were all choreographed and improvised by Drake. Yeah, you know them dance moves people have been making their memes out of. all Drake. Tanisha Scott, who you may recognize as the girl who dances with Drake at the end of the video, was called in to choreograph moves for the dancers, but when it came to Drake, he just took the lead. Apparently he was just like, yo, we're gonna improvise, so just roll with the energy. I don't know if he did that, but that looks like a Drake move though, innit? And I think the video is better for it, man. The video is fun. Director X, who directed the video, also commented on his dancing, saying, you can't choreograph that. It's just a man dancing. That quote is brilliant. Fact number 6, Drake is totally best friends with British MC Skepta. Now I don't know what Americans were thinking about this, but we were so confused, man. We were so confused. So as far as I can tell, the earliest sign of this came from where Drake borrowed a Skepta line on his song Used To, which also led to Skepta getting a thank you on If You're Reading This. Then Drake got into grime. Well, judging from his Instagram posts, he just suddenly got into grime. And then Skepta sampled Drake's legendary marquee vine at the start of his song Shutdown. And then it got real. Drake then got behind Skepta with a number of Instagram posts, including one where he was wearing a Lukey World t-shirt. He hung out with Skepta the next time he came to London, and also the next time when he came down to watch the tennis at Wimbledon. He shared track space with him on the remix of Ojulegba with Wizkid. How you say that? How you say Ojulegba? Ojulegba! And performed alongside him at Wireless 2015. And brought him out for OVO Fest 2015. And then Drake went and got a BBK tattoo. Skepta still ain't got the OVO tattoo though. Just saying. No, don't get me wrong, I do think it's a good thing that these two are working together. At the end of the day, this spirit of collaboration is essentially what music's about. But man, so confused, man. I'm so confused. Fact number 7. Every single Drake track goes through his best friend and longtime producer, Noah 40 Shabi. And that's actually everything. Drake and 40 have worked together from the very beginning of Drake's career, with Drake apparently being very loyal to one of the major influences that made him successful in the first place. 40 has said himself that if he didn't edit Drake's vocal for the track, then he probably produced the track. And if he didn't produce the track, he probably mixed the track. And if he didn't mix the track, he probably arranged part of the track. And if he didn't arrange part of the track, he probably edited part of the track for Drake. It's just refreshing to see that someone as high profile as Drake still maintains the connections that he made at the very start of his career. It's a very rare thing. Fact number 8. It was Drake's father, Dennis Graham, who first encouraged Drake to sing. So Drake comes from a musical family. His father was a drummer for Jerry Lee Lewis, and his uncle is 1 in a million U soul singer, Larry Graham. When he was younger, his father would take him from Toronto to Memphis, where he would hold Drake as he played piano in some of the same studios where the likes of Al Green had laid down vocals. Initially, Drake wasn't so sure about singing on his songs, but his father encouraged him to be different, telling him that he had a beautiful voice. Fact number 9. It's estimated that a Drake feature will increase the amount of times a song is played on Spotify by 126%. This is based off an article by ESPN which looked at Spotify data for albums that featured Drake. On average, of the 63 albums that featured Drake on at least one track, that track was played 126% more than the other tracks that did not feature Drake. The article goes further in analysing the effects of a Drake feature on popular banger songs, which appears to have either a positive effect or a negative effect depending on how popular the song is. It also looks at the effects of a Lil Wayne and a Nicki Minaj feature, and I'll put a link to the article in the description below. Spoiler though, things don't go well for Lil Wayne, but then again, you know, he's on his own thing these days, isn't he? And fact number 10, Drake has broken a huge amount of records throughout his short career. He received an incredible $2 million advance to sign with Young Money, only giving away a 25% distribution fee and keeping all of the creative rights to his music. When he was 22, he was nominated for 2 Grammys without even having an album out. He was the first person to match the Beatles record of simultaneously having 14 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 since 1964, and he's one of 4 artists to ever have 100 songs chart on the Billboard Hot 100 and will soon beat Elvis's record of 108. And Drake's net worth currently stands at $88.5 million, which is 28 times more than Barack Obama. And now it's time for the bonus round. We all know Drake can spit some burn your village down fire bars, but let's have a look at some times when they weren't so fire. That's right, it's 5 not so great or questionable Drake lines. Let's go! Yeah, you finer than your fine cousin, and your cousin fine, so, you know, you fine. I don't know, shut up. I'm trying to give Halle Berry a baby and no one can stop me. That's just rape. That's straight up rape. Shout outs out to Nike, checks all over me. I need a fuel band just to see how long the run has been. Yeah. Do I love these hoes? Kinda sorta. I got them drinking sangria like it's water. It's boons, it's really nice. Don't ever take advice. That was great advice. And now the world closes around me as I realized I'm faced with the paradoxical dilemma of whether I should take the advice and not take advice, or take the advice of not taking the advice, thus ignoring the advice. My palms get sweaty, my face trembles. I can't handle it any longer. The pain is too much. What do I do? How do I defeat this? What am I going to eat for dinner today? Why? War! That's all the facts I've got for you today. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button, because after all, that's what Drake would do. Ain't that right, Drake?
Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Thank me later.
Thanks. You can check out the rest of my videos on the screen right now and let me know who you think I should do a video on next. And I do have some more plans for this channel as well, such as more regular content, giveaways, that type of thing. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Don't miss a thing. I'm always awkward in these ending parts. I don't know why. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like, just click something. Just put me out of my misery. That's all you gotta do. It's Saturday today. I was supposed to have made this video 2 Saturdays ago. I promise you it's gonna be more regular.